On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And they can't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Heaves it deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
At the 36. And that's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the...
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now adjusting. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
And I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you can see it there, and he coughed it up.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on third down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. From the gun on third down. Got him downfield. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Tulane! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Leaves it with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. finds the tight end.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered.
Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. It's caught downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with a decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Memphis will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Hart. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
On first down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that...
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The give to the back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And they fail to hook up on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. Oh, it's out! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They go to the draw.
And oftentimes running backs love drop balls because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Finds his tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll get rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Going to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They go to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our